What in the wizarding world is this? Well, if you keep watching, you can see some of the weird and quite wonderful things that I've recently bought off of eBay. Hello and welcome back to the Greg Who Lived YouTube channel with me, the one and only The Greg Who Lived, and what a very strange and wonderful video I have for you today, because I'm showcasing to you some of the weird and wonderful items that I have bought while searching eBay. There is some classic old merch, some weird merch, and I think this is going to have to be a series because this is going to be part one. I found a lot of random items on eBay that I never knew even existed, merch from all around the world. So I'm going to be making this series where in each video I'm going to show you some of the things I've bought, discuss any of the history that I know about them, and we can just hopefully open some of them and see what wonders await, or possibly how awful some of these bits of merch are. But before we begin, of course, the little common room notices, as I always do. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the subscribe button at the end of this video. I'll also be posting some links where you can watch some more of my wonderful magical content in a playlist and a video I think you will particularly like. And not to mention, if you haven't already, to definitely check out my Instagram page at TheGregWhoLived, where I do reels, videos, lives, posts, and most recently some Harry Potter Would You Rather polls in my stories, which people have really enjoyed. So if you do like your daily dose of the Wizarding World, definitely check out my Instagram page. You can also find some of my Wizarding World themed goodies over on at the Greg Who Lives shop, where I am nearly sold out of a lot of my pins, and I do have a few spaces available for jacket customizations. So if that is something that you would like, then definitely check it out. But back to this video, and we are going to be taking a look at a deep dive of the hidden wonders of eBay. And I have always loved going on eBay searching for Harry Potter merch. It's how I've got some of my rarest pieces, like my golden snitch, which was only given to cast and crew. Managed to somehow snag that for £50. Crazy. And I've found a lot of items most recently have really gone up in price. I don't know whether there's a shift in terms of merch, maybe with the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter film coming out, prices have gone up. However, I have always loved just looking and surfing eBay, seeing what people have, and it is amazing the things that people have kept in such good condition for so many years. How people haven't got rid of these things or used them, played with them, passed them down, I don't really know, but people are selling them and I absolutely love it. And you can just find some brilliant pieces of memorabilia, of merch, both new and old on there, but you can also find the craziest things. And in this video I've got one thing which I'm not really sure why it was ever made. It's so weird, but it will hopefully make a really enjoyable video. And as I say, there's so much that I have bought off of eBay through the years that I'm sure I could make this a series. So if there is anything from my collection or any type of item that you would particularly like to see, then don't forget to drop me a comment down below and I can try and dig out some of those items and show you in the next video. Let's begin with a very strong start, and that is with a Royal Doulton figure. Now, Royal Doulton, I believe, is a company that I think started in the UK, and they create and produce figures in porcelain and they hand paint them. I think they also do crockery, all that sort of stuff. And Harry Potter in 2001 was this huge franchise, and they created so much merch for it. Some of the bits, I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure who they were aimed at, but they made a whole series of figures. This is one which I've wanted for a very long time. Normally these figures tend to go for between sort of £30 and £50. However, I managed to get this one for just $18.99. Now, one thing you have to be careful of on eBay is some things might be damaged, so always check the photographs, and if you're still unsure, you can always message the seller as well. So before I begin, I think it goes without saying that I have bought everything in this video. Some things you might ask why, I probably ask why as well, but they are all my own, and of course that means, as usual, it's still going to be all my own thoughts, and hopefully you're going to love some of them. This is one which I have wanted for a while, and I've got quite a few of the others in the series. For example, there is the 4 students, Harry, Ron, Hermione and Neville, on the boat going to Hogwarts. I've also got Harry catching a snitch. I've got one of Dumbledore, there's one of Snape, but this was one which I hadn't really seen that much of. So let's take a look inside. It comes with the iconic 2001 Philosopher's Stone packaging, which I absolutely love. We've got Hedwig just here looking very cute, and it's sort of, I think, meant to mimic the Mary Grand Prix front cover. I don't exactly know why. I thought they would have tried to tie it in more with the film. However, it also comes with a certificate of authenticity just here. Have you got any guesses who this could be? It is, of course, the deputy head of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and it is Minerva McGonagall. And as soon as I got this, I did do a little quality check, because bits like the wand can often break off, and it's so delicate how they cast that. I'm not entirely sure, but isn't it great? They did a whole family of these. So they did all the teachers and some very iconic scenes from the series, and I think they even went on to do some from Chamber of Secrets, like Professor Sprout. I know that Hooch got one. I'm not sure if Flitwick got one, but possibly. But this is McGonagall, and the glaze is fantastic. It's so shiny. She looks particularly stern. She's got her high bun and those glasses, which we know go onto her animagus when she's a cat, and I just loved it. And as I say, these retail between, I'd say, 30 to 50 most definitely. So to get one in the box, perfect packaging, with a certificate for $18.99 is crazy. And if you are interested in collecting these, I think there are online brochures you can look at, so you can see which ones you still need or which ones you'd like. But always check eBay, and make sure you try and get them within that price bracket, because that, I think, is how much they're worth. Obviously, with things like this, if you do really want it and you're willing to pay more, then the price is really how much you want the item. But for $18.99, I thought this was a bargain, and I can't wait to put her with the rest that I have. Next up, looking at more 2001 merch, we have these 3 of the Slytherin trio, of course, the Bullies of Hogwarts, which are these puzzles, which were a series of 6. Now, I managed to get 3 of these for, I think, originally $6.99, I think, off of eBay, and they had all the pieces. They were amazing, had a lot of fun putting them together. However, as you may see, this is number 5, number 4, and number 6 of 6. So I was actually missing the other trio, and of course you can probably guess which trio that is. So I did a bit of searching on eBay, and I could never really find them for a good price. They're always quite expensive. Sometimes they were on for about $12.99 each, which I didn't really want to pay, as they're quite small puzzles when you put them together. The reason that there is 6 is that on one side you have the characters, which feature on the front, and when you get all the characters, you can actually flip the puzzle over and it makes another scene from the Harry Potter series. So I've been searching for quite a few years actually to finish these, and I could never find them, and then lo and behold, I found someone selling all 6 of the puzzles. However, one of them was missing a piece, but the one that was missing was, I believe, this one, which was of Vincent Crabbe, which I already owned. So what I did was I paid £8.99 for 5 and 99% of the 6th one, and what I've done is just mixed and matched, and now I have with me in this video the complete set, which is awesome. And together I've probably paid about £20 for all of them, which when they came out, these probably would have been about £5 each anyway. How I managed to get them cheaper than when they first came out, I'm not really sure. But as I always say in these videos, I love the original illustrations. And can we just take a look at how bad all of their hair is? I mean, look at that fringe, that's pretty aggressive stuff. But what I really love is that these illustrations followed throughout all of the merch, and in particular one game which I really enjoyed playing when I was younger was the Mystery at Hogwarts game, and that is what features a lot of this artwork, so this is very nostalgic for me. And of course the golden trio here, so we've got Ron, we've got Hermione, who looks very much sort of how I imagined her, which is kind of scary. And of course we've got the boy who lived himself, Harry here, with his crazy wild hair, and he's the only one I can see on the back to be casting a spell. But this is all of them, and they actually did 2 series of these, so I haven't found any of the second series yet. However, I think the second series is a lot of different Quidditch ones, but I'm not sure what the picture is when you turn them all over. With this one, the picture that was on the back was actually another piece of artwork in a similar style, but it was of Hermione casting Wingardium Leviosa. So maybe in another video I'll do a little time lapse of me making them all. They are really enjoyable. Obviously they were aimed at kids, so they are quite simple. But one thing you could do with these is actually present the puzzle when it's finished as a little extra. But I really just love the artwork. It holds a lot of nostalgia, and for £20 for completing all of them, what a bargain. Moving on to the third item, we are carrying on with the same year, so still merch from 2001. However, this merch packaging takes on more of the film look, and that is because this is a Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone knight figure. And of course, this is the Black Knight that Ron takes the place of. And it actually has on the back a little diagram, which I can show you, of the knight which explodes, I think, off of the horse, like it's been taken in chess. And it has all these little diagrams on the back. I love the packaging. We've got the owl holding the letter for Hogwarts, and a little picture of it on the back as well. And in my previous video, I did show you some of the other figures in the collection. So we've got Quirrell, Flitwick, we've got some of the Quidditch themed figures, and a few other fun creatures as well. But with this one, you might have noticed that the plastic is quite yellow. I believe that is because the person who owned this did smoke a lot. When I initially received this, it did smell very smoky, and that is one thing that you can be put off by if you are buying something. So people do put in their item descriptions if it comes from a smoke-free and pet-free home. This one, I knew it was gonna kind of smell because they posted the pictures and the packaging is a little busted. However, with this figure, it was something that might shock a lot of you, but I do want to open. I do want to actually have a look at this, and actually on my shelf over in the corner, I think it might be slightly off camera, I do have the bookend of the white one, and I didn't really want to get the black one as well, but I saw this and thought this would be a fun substitute. I've always wanted to collect the figures from the first film, and because the packaging is in such poor condition, I did get it for a really good price of £12.99. which I've seen these again go for crazy prices, and they seem to be getting higher at the moment, so easily between 22 and 35, that sort of bracket with these. So £12.99, I'm going to open it anyway. I thought, why not? So I'm definitely going to be doing a video opening this, having a little look, or maybe just putting it on my Instagram stories. But I just love everything about this, and the nostalgia it brings, like with the puzzles, is crazy. There are a lot of figures in the series, and I do have quite a lot of them. So again, if that is a video that you'd like to see, comment below, and I can definitely get on that. But I think it's still definitely a magical item for item number 3. For those of you that have been here a while, you might already know, but for any new people who have subscribed and are watching my videos, hello to you. And one thing you need to know about me is I love golden snitches. I love replicas of golden snitches. I love all the different kinds of golden snitch merch that they have come out with over the years. So this next item is something I had never seen in all the years that I had looked on eBay, and then since I bought this one, 2 more have appeared. So what are the chances? And that's the thing about eBay, you just need to keep looking. It's a bit like a jumble sale. Things are always coming on, so persevere and keep checking. But one thing I was really excited to add to my Harry Potter extensive golden snitch collection was this little Harry Potter golden snitch keyring, which I've just seen on the label originally cost £3, and I got this for £5.99, which I think is a normal price for a keyring. I don't think it's anything crazy. However, it does have the little Harry Potter logo on it. It's in really good condition. This didn't smell or anything. It's from a really good home. It's got a nice keychain. But what really drew me to this was this little label. Now, when the first Harry Potter film, I think, was being filmed, it's when the hype had begun. The books were selling out, the first 3 had already been released, and there was a lot of hype gaining. So the Warner Brothers shop merch people who already had the rights to Harry Potter began making merch very early on. And this was actually from the Warner Brothers shop, and it has this sort of strange packaging, which I think is kind of the predecessor to the packaging of the McGonagall figure, like I showed you at the beginning, where it was slightly different colours. They didn't really know what they were going for. So if you ever see packaging that's like this, it's kind of pre the main decisions they made, and it's before a lot of the film orientated merch came out. It amazes me once again that I got this for £5.99 when it cost £3 20 years ago. It's amazing that things can be in such good quality. And okay, it's not the most high quality item, but it's really fun. It's sort of like a mini beanbag, hacky sack sort of thing. And I love the little wings as well. They're this iridescent kind of plastic, and they've got stitching in to give it some little wing details, the little label, and even the chain in this bright and shiny gold. This is something that I probably won't use. I'll just keep it in my collection. I love that it still has the tag. And with all of these items, if you hadn't guessed, a lot of nostalgia. However, I hadn't seen these until quite recently, and now I've seen a lot of them. So if you do like something like this, make sure to keep your eyes peeled on eBay. And who knows what kind of other old school merch you might find as well. For the penultimate item in this video, we are looking at something which I kind of always wanted, never ever bought it, and then my friend Michael, the Wizard Tailor on Instagram, actually found something similar, bought one, and then I also really wanted to buy one as well. We share a lot of passion with the same nerdy and weird Harry Potter merch pieces, so he is an enabler. I enable him to buy lots of stuff, but I saw a lot of these go for kind of 25, 35 pounds, even 40. And I managed to get this one for £12.99. And some of you, I think, will remember these, or this type of product. A lot of these types of things came out in the early 2000s. But this is the Harry Potter Iced Pumpkin Drink Maker. Wild. Who's coming up with these? I love them. They did a great job. This was also before Prisoner of Azkaban came out, which is when they kind of overhauled all the merch. Everything became very film looking and film orientated. So this was kind of some of the last merch that came out Chamber of Secrets time. But it's so creepily illustrated. This kid is weirdly CGI. Very strange. Love the hair. Do these people enjoy what they're doing? I don't think they do. Make ice cold wizard treats. Surprisingly sweet. Make delicious slush drinks. What is not to love about this? Inside has the similar looking packaging to the packaging from earlier. It kind of got the same thing on all the sides. It does say on here 2002 Mattel, which is a company that made all these kind of fun products. And if we take a look on the back, the thing that drew me to this the most was the pumpkin cup ice shredder, if you like. So the idea with this would be to put ice in, you then crank the handle, which shreds up the ice. You then pour on pumpkin spice mix, which this comes with, and then add wizard sprinkles and mix. So essentially, this is going to be a lot of E numbers, a lot of colouring, and you would not get away with any of this stuff in today's children's product market. We have a few laws now against E numbers, additives, preservatives, all those sorts of things. So this really is a 2002 toy. Gosh, I do miss some of the old school days where products like this did come out, but it's just wild to see the types of merch that they did create during the more earlier films, as well as the pumpkin one. They also do a basilisk, I think, jelly sweets. There's an Aragog jelly sweets. Why you would want that, I have no idea. And there's also a Polyjuice potion kit set, and each sold separately, subject to availability. Colours and decorations may vary. And what's even more wild is that I got this for £12.99. They'd never opened it. It's sealed still. And who bought this and then just put it in a roof? That's crazy. Look how cool this is. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to open it. And what do you think? Should I do this in a video? I did show my friend Hannah, and I said maybe, you know, we could make some different drinks with it. And she said no. We need to use the packets of powder that these come with, despite the fact they are going to be 19 years old and probably 19 years out of date. But what a fun video it would make. We might possibly be sick. Who knows? And lastly, but possibly also least, because it's so weird, is something from the Prisoner of Azkaban era. So just a couple of years after the last piece of merch which I just showcased. And it is this Crookshanks Chasing Scabbers pen. Who? Why? Honestly, it baffles me. I picked this up for £3. A guy on eBay was selling a few of them that he had. I believe these might have been originally a merch item that they sold in China or Japan. With the Harry Potter films, they tend to sell different merch in different countries, which is why some people get quite frustrated, because we have a lot of items here in the UK but they don't sell them all the way around the world as well. And like the Wizarding World theme park in Asia, they sell so much varied and different merch. A lot of Bertie Bott's merch, which we don't get here, we don't get in America, and some incredible chocolate as well. Lots of things from the films that we see, they have created into merch, but we can't get them here. So it is interesting that different places have their own take on bits of merch they think will appeal to the population they're selling them to. But this is just wild. I don't know who came up with this idea. It is very fun. I suppose Crookshanks and Scabbers do take on two fairly big roles within the film. It does have the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban printed on the pen as well, and it's just a simple 4-point pen. Just click up and down, and yeah, it looks like Crookshanks is chasing Scabbers. It's just all very strange. Maybe it's just me. Some of you might absolutely love this. I mean, it's characterful. Would I go around at work, hey, look at my pen? Probably not, but the paint job on it is actually really good. $3.99, nuts, like ridiculously cheap. And it was so quirky, I could not resist. So this is the final item in part 1 of my eBay haul, and I think you can tell that it is most definitely the weirdest. And sadly, with that, we come to the end of my eBay haul part 1. And what did you think? Did you enjoy some of the things from the video? Which item was your favourite? Are there any bits that you would most definitely not buy? I love hearing from you, so pop your comments in the comment section below. And don't worry, part 2 will be on the way very soon. Like I said at the beginning of this video, all the items that I got are from ebay.co.uk, but eBay is worldwide, so if you do want to look for some Harry Potter merch of your own, then definitely check out eBay. Currently got the loudest helicopter ever. I have absolutely loved geeking out with all of you. I hope you've enjoyed geeking out with me, because I definitely have geeked out quite a lot. But there is, as I say, plenty more to come. I have some more weird and wonderful items, and there are still things that I would love to collect. So I'm always searching eBay, and honestly, it is a lot of fun, and it's amazing the things that people have held on to for all these years. Now, I'm wrapping it up there, and if you haven't already, don't forget that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at the bottom, just here. And if you really enjoyed watching this video and you want to watch some others in the meantime, you can find them at this playlist up here, or how about this video just here. I've been The Greg Who Lived. Thank you so much as ever for watching, and don't forget to stay safe, stay magical, and never let the muggles ever get you down. Bye.